A better way to pay your UTG fees with instant proof of payment and real-time student portal update. Paying your University of the Gambia fees has never been easier or more convenient. With EcoBank, students, parents and guardians can pay UTG tuition and related fees through our secure digital banking channels such as EcoBank mobile app, EcoBank Online and EcoBank Omni Lite. Once payment is completed, instant proof of payment is generated and the UTG student portal is updated in real time, allowing students to proceed immediately with registration, course selection and clearance without unnecessary delays, while giving parents and guardians peace of mind that payments have been successfully processed. How to pay via the EcoBank mobile app. Open the EcoBank mobile app and navigate to the home screen. Select Pay Bill, choose Pay a New Bill and select Schools from the category options. Select University of the Gambia. Select the specific product you are paying for. Enter your matriculation number and tap Continue. Validate your details. The system will display the payable amount. Press Continue to confirm the payment. An e-receipt is generated automatically as proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. How to pay via EcoBank Online or Omni Lite. Log in to EcoBank Online and Omni Lite using your credentials. Select the menu and choose Bill Payments. Choose Quick Bill Pay and select School from the category options. Select University of the Gambia. Select the specific product you are paying for. Enter your matriculation number and tap Continue. Validate your details. The system will display the payable amount. Press Continue to confirm the payment. An e-receipt is generated automatically as proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. Walk into any EcoBank branch or pay through our digital channels and enjoy instant proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Santa Yala.
Lekar, utul wave, nga scan, nga fay, nak doo ci yokku dara.
Jar Oil Company stands tall as a trusted name in energy, keeping the Gambia moving with service stations across the country and a commitment to innovation and reliability. In Farafenni, Jar Group is reshaping our industrial landscape. The Jar Oil Cement Factory can produce up to 100,000 bags a day, reducing imports, creating jobs, and building a stronger Gambia brick by brick. And in the heart of the Central River region, Jar Farming Initiative is cultivating food security. With thousands of hectares under development and modern irrigation, Jar Farming is turning the Gambia's soil into abundance. Jar Group is more than a company. It is a vision of self-sufficiency, resilience, and progress. The Jar Group of companies, investing in industry, agriculture, and energy, building the Gambia's future today.
Africa is rising and business knows no borders. With Bloombank and PAPS, buying and selling across Africa is now effortless. Fast, secure, direct from your Bloombank account. One Africa, one connection, one heartbeat of opportunity, powered by Bloombank Africa. Bloombank Africa, in partnership with PAPS, connecting Africa, empowering you. Bloombank Africa, we make it happen.
I am interested in the night economic activity in Africa What is your government doing to improve economic activity at night? This will definitely lower the employment crisis. We are assuming that this is a non-Gambian resident in this country who is, interested in knowing what we are doing about.
That's currently economic activity at night. Shops are open at night. Economic activity is broad. I mean, if it's economic activity, it can range from having shops to markets opening. I mean, this is the private sector. Government can create a livable environment, make sure there is stability, make sure there is security, make sure businesses can thrive freely. But the decision to operate the time, that government cannot come and say people have to open their shops at night. That's a business decision. And it's, go on.
And also even for the design of our markets, they are in such a way that we need a radical rethink. And that is why we are considering working closely with the local government ministry and the municipalities to bring in a new scheme in the way the markets are done. I mean, to bring in private sector, but government taking the lead and, rebuild some of these shanty shops, within the markets, modernize them into really modern complexes, and then, through a PPP project where the investor will work with the market
cooperation of the municipal or local government.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We have done the design
in areas where you are at war with the mayors and chairpersons. I mean, how can you manage that?
Well, I mean, development should not only about disagreement. I mean, at the end of the day, it is in the best.
We would love to see you get on with
No, but we're not at war. I mean, what is happening is that we are asking them to take responsibility and do their job and stop the politics. I saw some images yesterday. I nearly cried.
Stop the politics.
I saw filth dumped on the new highway in the
Which highway?
At the market, coastal road market.
If we see the
so that's a BAC issue.
Yes,
yeah, of course, they're not cleaning. So what we have to do your job. If you do your job, there is no war. We are telling them to do
They're saying stop interfering.
No, but nobody is interfering with them doing their cleaning jobs at the
They're saying give them the subvention they're supposed to be getting from you.
But you see, Peter, for me, sometimes I don't understand. I mean, when these complaints come in, the KMC alone, the amount of money that they are collecting on rates and small little taxes for the activities is in excess of more than what one or two or three ministries' annual budget.
How much are they collecting?
Well, I don't know, but I saw somewhere in one of the newspapers 300 and something million.
I saw that one.
You have ministries whose budget is 50 million, 100 million, 150 million. It's like 4 ministries' budget put together. That one municipality is collecting, assuming that you have just only 3 tractors, dedicated to a market, and every day in the morning, when people come in the afternoon, you clean those tractors, go to the dump site, they dump. In the evening, those 3 tractors, I'm saying, that should make a big impact. So to sit and say that because I don't receive a subvention and you are collecting about 300 million and you are not able to clean your market, that really, for me, is a big surprise.
Does that apply for KMC? Do you?
No, I'm just giving an example.
But what's happening at KMC is sad. What the mayor has done is to abandon KMC.
Abandon KMC?
Yes, he is now focused on his politics. Today he's at Sabah tomorrow he's at and the people of KMC voted him in to work in KMC. As long as he's the mayor, he should stay and work in KM.
He shouldn't go to Sabah Sanjal.
No, but he has abandoned KM. The time he's spending in his politics is 100% politics now. And so it seems he used KM as a stepping stone to something else. And the people of KM are seeing it now. He's abandoned them totally. He has no time for them. He doesn't care about them. He has no business for them. Nothing. Okay. Absolutely nothing.
Let's go back to
and Peter also, I mean, if you are a resident in KMC, when last did the KMC truck come to your
You
house?
probably had me complain about that.
No, I'm just saying.
They don't enter our stretch of the.
So it is a classic example of what is happening across the municipalities. And okay, for us as a government,
well, there are areas that
yes, I know, but
frequent.
But this is what I'm telling. This is what I'm saying. A basic important facility like market should not be a problem for a municipality to clean. Because I'm saying, even if you have just one tractor. How much is a tractor? About what?
You should know. You buy tractors all the time.
No, I'm saying
how much is a tractor?
It's about maybe $1 million with all the facilities like the trailer and other things that you may need to do this type of job. Assuming even if it is $2 million, you have just one tractor located, stationed permanently at a market, you should be able to make an impact. Although we also have to involve the communities themselves and the users of the markets to make sure that they abide strictly by, waste management, instructions.
All right.
Because we also have that problem in the country.
We still have many more text messages. Why is the government or the police silent on the findings of the coroner report on Omar Baji's death or suspected killing by the police? And where are the officers implicated? Are they in custody? Are they still in active service? Or have they absconded from the jurisdiction?
I mean, we cannot go far into this. It's a court matter. The coroner's inquest was done. The findings are out. There are recommendations. Government has to review these recommendations. And then today, this morning, there's a press release from the Minister of Justice. Press statement, the Attorney General Chambers and Minister of Justice confirms receipt of the coroner's inquest report from the Office of the Honorable Chief Justice concerning the death of Omar Baji, who died following an encounter with law enforcement officers in Maninarim village in September 25. The report has been transmitted to the office for review and action. Accordingly, the ministry has formally requested the Inspector General of Police to forward the complete case file for thorough legal review. The office is cognizant of the deep public concern arising from this matter. The coroner's recommendations, including those pertaining to the possible prosecution of implicated police officers, will be rigorously reviewed. Where the evidence warrants it, appropriate legal action will follow without reservation. The public ought to remain calm and allow the legal process to take course. This office remains committed to upholding the rule of law and the rights to dignity of all Gambians and will issue further updates as developments warranted. So that is a communication from the government this morning.
Very timely. Just as you were reading the text message, you were receiving from, was that from Dauda?
Yes.
Okay. There is a fast deteriorating, in brackets, development of a big pothole on a section of the just rehabilitated coastal road just before the Wellingara police station from the Nema junction, as well as a big hole on the concrete road in Ibo town. If not fixed before the rains, it will be serious.
Well, the coastal road one, I'm not aware of that. I will call the NRA for more information. But the Ibo town one was as a result of a pipe burst.
Oh.
And NAWEC had to go in with, some boulders to remove the concrete and then, fix the burst pipe. So, that will be definitely fixed. The other one I'm not aware of. Most of the time, those, craters are normally caused by pipe burst, on the roads.
There was a time when, I think it was PWD. They would charge GUC.
Yes. But now, we are working with NAWEC actually to modernize this infrastructure in a way that, they will not be laid on the road. Because one of the biggest problem then was that some of these pipes, you don't know the real layout. So when you do the road or you are doing the road, then you bump into a pipe.
He's now using AI. AI can tell you
exactly
everywhere there is a pipe.
Yes,
huh?
Yes. We had a training on it.
You
need to do a workshop. Huh?
He's doing it.
No, we had a
message from Honorable Dauda Jallo.
Okay.
Yes. Just a message from Honorable Dauda Jallo.
Yeah.
I think the guy who wrote the question is asking what is the fate of the police officers, and Dauda is saying they are under detention.
Oh, the police they are under detention.
That's what Dauda just wrote to me.
Breaking news. That's very good. You see, colleagues, you should all be helping out one another. When you put out a flyer and you see that, my brother is going to be on the show, and, these questions might come up, listen and chip in. Good morning, Uncle Peter. Kindly inform the Minister of Works, Sillah, that we do acknowledge the good work his ministry is doing. However, the people of Yuna and surrounding are increasingly getting frustrated. Yes. I know you would laugh because we keep getting, Yuna and Maria Makunda.
Yes.
We are increasingly getting frustrated with the pace of the road work. Can the ministry quickly intervene before the start of the rain? And this is coming from Mr. Jallo.
Thank you so much.
Yuna is a big problem now.
Yes. I received several text messages yesterday on this. I don't know who, But Yuna, yes, Yuna to Latria, is one of the roads that are part of the 365 kilometers of roads that we are building. Now, it was, contracted out to a contractor that was not performing according to our speed, and that contract had to be terminated. And now a new contractor is working on the stretch, and we want to believe that sealing works will be done very soon, because they have now finalized all artworks. And
break this down for us. Stephen works, artworks.
Yes.
What's artwork? What's Stephen
artwork? Meaning, you finish all gravel works and everything to now put black thing on the road. So that is to happen very soon. And we had a meeting on this matter last Tuesday, and the instructions were given for works to be accelerated, because we don't want the heavy rains to come without that. Yeah, well, I had this morning some drizzly rains.
Somewhere they've started experiencing
exactly
rain showers.
So very interesting. But really we are also concerned about this, and we are putting a lot of energy and speed and efforts to ensure that this stretch of road is ready before the heavy rains.
Okay. Good morning, Uncle Peter. Please tell the Minister, that is Sillah, that we are tired of this so-called vehicle policy that we have been hearing about, that will never be implemented. It's just like the government travel ban.
Well,
the travel ban, is it still in force, and is it being respected?
Well, when you say travel ban, it does not necessarily mean that people will not travel, but it should not come at a cost to the government. And that's what people need to understand, because there are certain travels that are so essential, that are so important, that they bring the economic benefit to the country is more important than the marginal cost that we talk about. So travel ban does not necessarily mean that no travel at all, but it has to be controlled, it has to be managed, and it has to be done not at a cost on the state. And I think this is happening. Because
it's still being implemented.
Yes. Now regarding the vehicle policy, yes, I can understand the frustration, because this thing started since 2017 or 2018 when Amadou Sane was Minister of Finance. But sometimes, your desire to implement certain things may overshadow the overall benefit, without putting in place the proper mechanisms that will definitely deal with some of the problems that may arise. So that is why we took our time to ensure that we do a proper work. We look at what is happening in other countries. What was happening at the early days of the independence was really very good scheme. It was working well. So it's just a matter of, inventing the wheel again, and then bringing in the new realities because then the civil service was small. Now the civil service is big. Yeah. So you have to look at all those things to ensure that whatever you are doing, you don't disrupt also essential government activities.
Okay. Good morning, Uncle Peter, and your guest, Honorable Sillah. Just to inform you about challenges faced by PWDs, persons with disabilities, in the area of transport logistics. GNTC, I suppose that is
GTSC.
GTSC.
Yes.
GTSC had only one bus suitable for PWDs with a ramp, but this bus is no longer available for the past 2 to 3 years without being on the road.
Yeah.
Question 2, when would the government provide bus service with ramps for PWDs to address their plight? And this is coming from the Chairman and Secretary General of the National Organizations for Disabled and Orphans in the Gambia, mouthful. In West Africa, he says, this is Lamin Mane. I'm sure you know Lamin.
Yeah, Lamin, yes, it's a cousin. It's my cousin.
Everybody knows Lamin.
Yeah.
So you know Lamin, Dr. Ceesay?
Lamin.
You must know Lamin. Everybody knows Lamin.
Don't worry. He's my cousin. Lamin. He's too much trouble, and he doesn't give me anything. Yes. He doesn't give me anything, but he's always bothering me too much, being a cousin. But to assure Lamin and many of the people that have been contacting us about this matter, just for the information, we are currently in discussion with a bus manufacturer in Germany, and we are likely going to visit their plant next month or so to do some mass production of buses for the Gambia that are tailor-made, and some of the design specifications are also included in this, including ramps that can be automatically lowered. not necessarily even for the persons with disabilities, but also even for the elderly. The moment you are going to step into the bus, the ramp lowers to the ground for ease of getting onto the bus, and then when you are coming down also. So those are things, those are design specifications, and also looking at our environment and the weather here, they'll be specifically made for this country. Remember the manned buses, when they were to be manufactured, they came here, look at the road conditions, the suitability, and the environment. So we are also doing it with this company based in Germany.
For,
yes. And if all goes well, definitely what we want is not only to buy buses from them, but also to have an assembling plant in this country to serve other countries in the region.
Very good.
Yeah, we had some very good discussions with them.
Good plans. Implementation is always the problem. Minister Sillah is talking about the vehicle policy, but we've seen recently that the government is still buying brand new vehicles for ministers. I mean, brand new from CFAO worth millions just for just for home, not just for official use. Agriculture, basic education, and other few ministries, to name but a few.
Well, I'm not aware of ministries buying, vehicles, because those things are not under my purview. What I do know is that it is part of an overall government strategy to ensure that this vehicle policy, is implemented in a manner that it will reduce the cost and wastage that they are talking about.
Okay, all right. Okay, this is an interesting text. Good morning, Peter. Please tell your guests that all the developments this government has done, we give them 100% credit. But let justice guide our actions by promoting democracy for our common good.
Yes, I think we thank him for that. I think in that compartment of democracy and stability, I think His Excellency's policies and initiatives has helped Gambia to be a leading, thriving, secure.
I would have loved him to say more, or her to say more.
So what we are seeing in Gambia today, sometimes we talk about the successes in roads, achievements in healthcare. We normally forget about the state of democracy, which really, for me, I think should be even forced.
Yes,
because without stability, without democracy, without peace and security, forget about roads, forget about everything else. And in this front, we are really doing an amazing job, because today Gambia is one of the leading democracies.
And even the executive restraint also to ensure that people express themselves as we envisage when we were fighting for the new Gambia and the stability that we are all talking about, and also the pluralism in the media and the mushrooming of new political parties. I think they are all ample testimonies of how far we have gone. What can be said today openly used to be said in bedrooms, but you have to be even careful.
Under the bed. You go under the bed.
Yes, and even there you have to be careful who hears
under the bed is still in the bedroom.
But under the bed.
So I mean, democratic pluralism also would not have been possible if those restraints have not been in place. And we have to thank ourselves that we have a leadership from the president down, to his cabinet and the security, that we are definitely very much alive to some of these current situations. And, you can see that even in extreme provocative situations, government is extremely very cautious.
Provocative situations, such as?
No, I don't need to go into details.
Such as people who violate the law deliberately. There's a Public Order Act which says that for you to go out and have a demonstration or have a public gathering, you must have a permit. There are people in some instances, people who say, no, with or without permit, we are going out. And sometimes they do it, and government, the security forces exercises restraint. In that situation, but I think it's
but we even see people using the social media, insulting the president, insulting the first family,
and that's
insulting
why
the ministers.
To bring in those regulations.
So, Honorable, let me just clarify something.
He's ignoring me.
See, there is something that is happening in the Gambia, which we not normally pay attention to, and that is the lifeblood of democracy.
Exactly.
That is the lack of constitutional overreach. What that means is that for any democracy, separation of powers is the fundamentals of any democracy. Where there's a clear separation of powers between the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary, where no one abuses or encroaches in the power of the other. For the first time in the Gambia, government has lost cases in the judiciary and accepted the loss of those cases. For the first time, the legislature is independent, calling any minister to come and answer questions.
But there was one mistake which the executive owned up to.
Which one?
In the case of the Bojangs. It's not, Ami Bojang and what's the other chap?
Yes.
You mean their rearrest?
Yeah. Exactly.
But obviously, no government.
That was a mistake.
No government is
that
perfect.
The AG has owned up to.
No government is perfect. Miscommunication can lead to actions which we can regret.
But
what we are saying is that here in the Gambia today, there's a clear separation of powers, where these three powers check and balance each other, so that no one segment of government is so powerful that it will encroach on the lives of the everyday.
But Honorable, even for the fact that government coming out to, accept its own mistake, is in itself very humbling.
Unprecedented.
Yes.
Absolutely. Hello, Uncle Peter. I'm listening to you now, and I have a question and suggestion. On the OIC roads, I see a lot of car accidents. They are hitting the poles and the barriers.
Yes.
We should make it mandatory that the cars involved pay for the damages they cause or lose their license and be fined. It is outrageous, the amount of damage so far on this beautiful new road.
Yes, actually, he is right. In fact, to address this very serious concern, we have now finalized the draft transport bill, which will cater for all these things. I mean, if you now deliberately destroy a public property on the road, including the railings and also the street lights, definitely, the damage will be computed, and then, the person who caused the damage will pay for it. Now, we also have other issues that are innovations in the bill, including those that are doing this stunt driving on the highways, causing accidents and deaths. Those things also are now taken care of, excessively by the new bill.
The drifters.
This and other things. The new traffic, offenses have now also been looked at. We work with the transport union, the Ministry of Interior, the police, and all the critical stakeholders within the ecosystem. And hopefully, within the next 2 or 3 weeks, this bill will be taken to cabinet, or draft bill will be taken to cabinet for discussion, and then we push it to the National Assembly for adoption.
Good morning, Uncle Peter. Does the government have plans to construct the road near the central medical stores in Lamin CDC?
We have a lot of roads in Lameng that we have included in this current scope of work. In the West Coast region alone, we have about 316 kilometers. And Lameng, Yundum, Busumbala, because these are major growth centers now, where you have a lot of population living in these communities that are using the roads to get to Banjul or to Brikama. So we have included a lot of roads in those areas. We cannot do all the roads. I don't know whether this Lameng CDC road is part of it. But what I do know is that from Lameng, going to CDC, going to Makumbaya, behind the airport, those roads are part of the project.
Mr. Gomez, I hope the quoted couple on the New Kiang Road are aware that good roads don't just move vehicles, they move opportunity. When a community is linked, its people gain the power to choose better healthcare, education, markets, and futures. That's why national road networks are foundational to poverty reduction and shared prosperity. So says Cherno Balde.
That is true, Peter. And in fact, sometimes for me, I am amazed and really pleasantly surprised when these people criticizing because they live in countries.
Your infrastructure.
Yes, they live in countries where road infrastructure, railways, and the other highways, including the information superhighways and others that have been developed to a higher standard, that are now moving the economies of where they live in and where they come from, to set up parties in this country. So for them to come here to criticize government just because we are doing roads and they are not happy with those developments, I think is really, really shocking and surprising.
Okay, here's a set of 3 questions.
Yeah.
One, when will the road from the junction of Coastal Road to Daru Busumbala be completed. Work on it is epileptic and erratic in equal measure. Number 2, when will transportation be available for all on Faraba Banta campus? Only GTSC is able to transport business there, and the ministry brought it there. And food be available for all in Faraba Banta campus. It's difficult for one to eat when the new food vendors run out of food. So let's take one at a time. I can see you coming in the second set of questions.
No, I think for the second set we'll bring Prof. Gomez.
Yeah. No, to be honest, Peter, I'm sorry I'm laughing, but it's an important question.
Yeah.
The words that were used, or the adjectives.
No, let's start with
the epileptic. I mean,
exactly, epileptic and erratic in equal measure.
I hope it's not Sankara incarnated. Yeah.
Well, no, this is definitely not Sankara.
I'm just
when will the road from the junction of Coastal Road to Daro Busumbala be completed?
Well, actually, they are working on it. You know, I mean, the work stopped because...
When will it be completed?
Let me not go to the...
He says work has been epileptic, so they could have gone there this morning, and then they will stop.
No, let me not go to the when, because road construction
that's
works...
his question.
Yeah, okay. I mean, let me assure him that we have a timeline. And that timeline is before the end of May. The road will be sealed. It will have a black thing. I mean, actually, they are doing the final sealing now, and the final sealing goes the final. Layer of the
bitumen.
No, not the bitumen.
It's not Godorong.
No, Godorong. Not the Godorong. The final layer of laterite work.
Oh, okay.
Is that is going on now, and they are doing that with the priming, and then you seal the road. So that is the only road, in fact, that is left in that particular section of these roads. I mean, you will take you there. Hopefully, before the end of next week, we will see a significant development. I was there in the weekend, and they are finalizing the actual last layer of the laterite work. So just to assure him that before the end of this month, we will see that road blackened.
Part of the second question, pertains to your ministry. When will transportation be available for all on Faraba Banta campus? And the guy says only GTSC is able to do transport business there, and the ministry brought it there.
No, let me just get to that. GTSC is not the only allowed to do transport business. GTSC is a scheme initiated by the government of the Gambia to provide subsidized transportation for students to go to Faraba Banta. That is why they are paying only $10 is doing.
Exactly.
$10 back, and that costs the government of the Gambia $33 million every year to provide that service. But private sector players can also go to Faraba.
Exactly.
Nobody's stopping them.
They can,
of course. Okay. Nobody's stopping them. If, for example, today there's a dedicated garage or garage in Brikama or in Yundum at Dib, which says this is only for Faraba, dedicated for the private sector, they can go.
Yeah, but whether the students will pay, that's the only
thing that there'll be no subsidy for that.
Yes.
So it's $10 on GTSC buses.
Yes, $10.
Because we subsidize.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we understand
and
that.
what would be the normal fare for that kind of distance?
Maybe $35.
Whoa.
Yeah.
At least 300% more than they're paying.
That is why it costs.
Yeah, but it's also very interesting because I think the Gambia is the only country in the region now that is providing a dedicated bus service for university students. They are supposed to be mature students that's supposed to move from one end to the other. But the reason why we are doing this is we consider it as part of the school, bus service extension for this, and which is also very good because many of the people that are studying at the UTG are from poor families like us, and then they have to be really comfortable getting to the university and coming back. And I'm sure last time I had Honorable Gomez on the program here that they are even making plans now to build dormitories for the university. That will ease, and then I think this service should continue. Definitely, it should continue for the university students.
Stop at 11 o'clock. The third question: when will food be available for all in Faraba Banta campus? It's difficult for one to eat when the few food vendors run out of food. So apparently, we don't have enough food vendors in Faraba. Is there a control mechanism?
That's an operational issue decided by university management. Currently there's existing vendors who are selling there.
Okay. Yes.
Now, because of maybe demand might outstrip supply, it might finish. But I think this is something that management will take note of and then assess the situation. What they don't want is also to just make it a free
hygiene purposes.
Because hygiene purposes, they also want to have full standards because these are university students. So, but I think management will take note of this and assess the situation. Maybe because when they were having the vendors last year, the numbers were not this high. Now numbers have gone up. Imagine we just graduated 1,633 students. That's high. And also, but just to tell you, tomorrow we're also launching our food, the Gambia School Feeding Initiative project. Now, it started already. It's a jump of the budget from 30 million to almost $300 million. We are spending on food, school feeding of all public schools in the country.
Will it be as good and dependable as it was when I went to school?
And also when I went to school.
Both primary and high school.
And also when I went to school. When I went to school.
Cracked wheat.
Cracked
wheat. Okay, back to the text messages. We are not against speed bumps. But they should be painted with quality paint, as they are very dangerous at night. If you are not used to
the road,
a particular area, seeing them late could be disastrous.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
This is from Rudy Brenner, by the way.
No, that's true. I saw a text from him too. To be honest, I discussed this with my team last week because when I was coming from Senegal, I saw something very nice at night where they put in the reflectors on the edge of the homes, and then from distance you see as if there is a moving light, and then it signals that there is a hump here that you have to slow down, and so I think, and those things are not costly. You can.
So we can envision seeing them in the coming weeks.
Well, not only that, there's also enough signage.
Yes, signage also.
About a couple of meters before the bump. So it shows that speed bump ahead.
Okay, let's move on with roading. What is being done about sand trucks plying the OIC road and dropping loads of sand daily on our roads? I think they should be forced to use proper canopies that can completely cover the rear sand container. This must be checked at the Denton Bridge Police for compliance before allowing them to proceed. Like the other end from Tanje,
Good recommendation.
Yeah, good recommendation. And I think maybe we'll work with our partners in the Gambia Police Force to see how this can be implemented. I think there is already an instruction that all sand carrying trucks should have canopies to avoid this type of situation on the roads.
Okay. Yeah. And finally, I'm going to end with one from Pastor Forbes, the nation's pastor. This is to again request Honorable Minister Sillah to help us speak with NRA to consider putting a zebra crossing between our church, the Gateway, and Wai School. There is always high pedestrian and vehicular movements here, and it is a cause of concern for everyone's safety.
So thank you so much.
As a reminder, it would suggest that he had spoken to you.
We spoke about it. We spoke about it before. Because the contractor is actually doing the stadium road. Extension. That particular junction, there is a road that links to the back of the stadium. So we just want them to finish that work, and then they will put all the necessary traffic signages and also safety measures on that particular stretch. But just to be, to assure my good friend, my pastor, my brother, that we have not forgotten about his request. In fact, it's part of the design.
Okay, we will hold you to that. You haven't forgotten.
I will never forget about my pastor.
No, but on a serious note, Honorable Sillah, thank you very much for your time this morning.
You should thank me.
I should thank you.
Of course.
Okay. I withdraw my thanking to you, Dr. Ceesay.
Yes.
Thank you very much for bringing well, he shouldn't be a doctor, huh? For bringing Mr. Sillah to the program. Who's next?
I'll consider it.
Who's next?
I want to bring Mr. Jabe next.
He doesn't come to coffee time. We've tried and tried.
He'll come now. He's ready.
I've tried, I've sent him a message directly, even acknowledgement is an issue.
He'll come.
Okay. Thank you so very much. And that brings us to the end of Coffee Time with Peter Gomez.
A better way to pay your UTG fees with instant proof of payment and real-time student portal update. Paying your University of the Gambia fees has never been easier or more convenient. With EcoBank, students, parents and guardians can pay UTG tuition and related fees through our secure digital banking channels such as EcoBank mobile app, EcoBank Online and EcoBank Omni Lite. Once payment is completed, instant proof of payment is generated and the UTG student portal is updated in real time, allowing students to proceed immediately with registration, course selection, and clearance without unnecessary delays, while giving parents and guardians peace of mind that payments have been successfully processed. How to pay via the EcoBank mobile app. Open the EcoBank mobile app and navigate to the home screen. Select Pay Bill, choose Pay a New Bill, and select Schools from the category options. Select University of the Gambia. Select the specific product you are paying for. Enter your matriculation number and tap Continue. Validate your details. The system will display the payable amount. Press Continue to confirm the payment. An e-receipt is generated automatically as proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. How to pay via EcoBank Online or OmniLite. Log in to EcoBank Online and OmniLite using your credentials. Select the menu and choose Bill Payments. Choose Quick Bill Pay and select School from the category options. Select University of the Gambia. Select the specific product you are paying for. Enter your matriculation number and tap Continue. Validate your details. The system will display the payable amount. Press Continue to confirm the payment. An e-receipt is generated automatically as proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. Walk into any EcoBank branch or pay through our digital channels and enjoy instant proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Vif lay fay. Sant yàlla.
looy xaar utal Wave nga scan nga fay te nag doo ci yokku dara.
Jar Oil Company stands tall as a trusted name in energy, keeping the Gambia moving with service stations across the country and a commitment to innovation and reliability. In Farafenni, Jar Group is reshaping our industrial landscape. The Jar Oil Cement Factory can produce up to 100,000 bags a day, reducing imports, creating jobs, and building a stronger Gambia brick by brick. And in the heart of the Central River region, Jar Farming Initiative is cultivating food security. With thousands of hectares under development and modern irrigation, Jar Farming is turning the Gambia's soil into abundance. Jar Group is more than a company. It is a vision of self-sufficiency, resilience, and progress. The Jar Group of companies, investing in industry, agriculture, and energy, building the Gambia's future today.
Africa is rising and business knows no borders. With Bloombank and PAPS, buying and selling across Africa is now effortless. Fast, secure, direct from your Bloombank account. One Africa, one connection, one heartbeat of opportunity, powered by Bloombank Africa. Bloombank Africa, in partnership with PAPS, connecting Africa, empowering you. Bloombank Africa, we make it happen.